back to the 9th installment, but the 8th lesson of Crazy is the New Normal. Lessons I've learned from my first Comrades. The first installment, we spoke about lesson number 1, which was preparation. Lesson number 2 was endurance. Lesson number 3, your cheerleaders. Lesson number 4, focus. Lesson number 5, the issue of mind over matter. And then we had the lesson where it's now matter over mind. Then after that, we spoke about so near yet so far. I want to talk about the finish line now. As I said in the last installment that, when you enter Moses Mabhida Stadium, here you are, and it's not like you just get to the finishing line. Without a doubt, no, you've got to run. And I remember getting in there, and people are clapping hands, some are whistling and they're cheering you on. That's the last thing I wanted to hear. All I wanted was just to cross the finish line. I was in pain, I was hurt, I was dehydrated, I was tired, and crossing the finish line was so tough and so hard. This is the thing with the Comrades Marathon. There's a timeline that's there. And if you cross the finish line within that timeline, then you get the medal. You get the medal for finishing within the required time. If you don't complete the race, there's no medal. If you don't complete within time, you don't get the medal. You get the medal when you complete in a particular time. You've got to cross the finish line. I remember one of my woodwork teachers many years back, what he would say, because there was a disciplinarian, and he would say, I'm going to kill you until you die. This race will kill you until you die. And I realized that life is the same. Life does not just kill you. It kills you until you are dead, finished, finito, as it were. And so how this life works is you're going to be crushed to a pulp. Then you're going to be beaten again. And each time when you think you've just had enough, even more happens. Consider the analogy of a seed. For there to be fruit, you plant the seed into the ground. The seed must first of all die. That's how life comes forth. If you don't die, you won't live. Interesting principle about life. If you don't die to something, you won't live in that thing. If you don't die to your time and invest your time into exercising, your body's not going to be fit. If you don't die or kill your time, rather, investing in education, you might not get that certificate. But you've got to kill the time, you've got to die within that marriage and lose yourself, that there might be life. When you don't die for something, then there's no life coming from it. And I remember crossing the finishing line. You cross the finish line, some people are fainting, some are vomiting, but guess what? They finished. They got the medal, and they stand as a comrade. So what am I saying to you right now? I'm saying to you, you've got to finish. You've got to do all you can. Despite the resistance, you fight all the way to the finishing line. I can't tell you how it felt to be there. I can't tell you how difficult it was. Having got there, you get your medal, they're giving you, some are crying because of the cramps and so forth. Some, I can't get up. I remember helping the brother up because, you're stiff in your bones. And so I got to the finishing line, and then I walked around, and I couldn't move. I was finished. I was completely out. And the funny thing is, you might not believe it, but this is true. I sat down just to catch my breath so I could get an Uber to go where I was staying. And so I sat down and I said, let me just rest for a few seconds, catch my breath, and then I'll get up again. I can't even tell you what happened. All I know is I remember seeing my children, I saw my wife, and I was eating some food. And guess what? I had actually fallen asleep. And some guy woke me up. And it took me about 5 or 6 seconds to gather myself. Where am I? What's going on here? Because I was lights out, gone. And this guy woke me up and said, my brother, are you okay? Is everything fine? And I realized, pain in my knees, pain everywhere. But guess what? I was holding a medal, and that gave me confidence. Get to the finishing line. Put everything into it. You'll make it. Life will kill you until you die, but it's in the death where life is. Do not fear. Have faith. God bless you.